Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Gary A. Swaby, and we're here for Powercast episode 18. It's going to be a very special episode of Powercast. But before I get into details, let me introduce Mr. Richard Bailey Jr. How you doing, Rich?
Doing good, Gary. And how is all the listeners doing on this fine afternoon?
Oh, I'm sure they're doing great. And we're also here with Miss Dana Abercrombie. How you doing, Dana?
I'm alive.
Oh, okay. Oh, that doesn't sound good. It seems like you're a little mad about something, but we're all kind of mad. We're all kind of mad. So I get it. But yeah, so basically, you know, as I'm sure everyone knows, if you keep up with Power, there was a leak this week. The last three episodes of Power were leaked online by someone who had access to a media account. And because of that leak, Starz shut down their media site and they hired a forensic team and everything to investigate where the leak came from, and all the password sharing and stuff like that. So the site is shut down and we're unable to access it, which means we can't cover the show this week like we usually do because we didn't get the episode early. And what we usually do is, we watch the show in advance and we record, our reactions and what we think. And then, we set the show to publish once it's finished airing, on TV for everyone else. And that's how we're able to get the show up so fast. But we weren't able to do that this week because some idiot leaked the show. And yeah, Stars just shut everything down. So yeah, this is just going to be a discussion about this issue, because it's affected how we cover the show. It's affected other sites and other people who cover the show as well, not just us. So yeah, I just want to say before I let you guys vent and air your thoughts. I just want to say that it's 2017 and people who leak shows are they're just they got too much to they got too much time on their hands. They haven't got enough to do in life. It's a very petty thing to do, to leak a show like that. And it's like you have your local car thief. In your street or whatever in your neighborhood, you probably have like a car thief who just steals cars. It's a real petty, low-level crime, and it's just stupid. Like the guy who does it, he has no time on his hands. And I don't know what was you planning to achieve anyway, like recording the show on your phone. Like that quality was abysmal. Like who wants to watch the show like that? Like people must be very desperate to watch the show like that, because I was desperate to see the show, but I would never watch it at such a low quality because that kind of shits on the show itself anyway. Like you kind of you're not you're not paying respects to the people who produced the show by watching it on some shitty camera rip, and this fool was stupid enough to put his face on camera too. Like it's stupid. But Dana, get in here. Let me know what you think of this guy who leaked Power.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty crappy thing to do, and in this world of modern technology, this is something that's not uncommon. I think of how the guy ended up doing it in the end was really stupid by actually putting his face towards the camera as a form of kind of like a gloating situation, which is just beyond stupid in my opinion. But it's unfortunate how it ended up unfolding. How, as people who were never involved in this situation, people who have to review the show, are now being punished because of this guy's actions. And basically, those who are just regular viewers seem to be pretty much unpunished. So I'm kind of upset about that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, for the people who don't have media access and just watch the show on TV, they're unaffected. So you guys listening, you're unaffected, you're fine. And that's great. That's cool that you guys haven't been affected because, everyone should enjoy the show still, without this affecting them. But for us personally, like, we enjoy having these discussions, and we enjoy getting you people who view the show, who view Power, involved in the discussion as well. And that's only possible if we're able to see the show early. So that's what really sucks. The community aspect to watching Power. That it's been affected in a sense. But yeah, Rich, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, I have to agree. Yes, it is an unfortunate situation. Obviously, the people who are able to watch the show on Starz, that's a good thing. I mean, the show is definitely worth your time, worth watching. And I mean, and if you're paying a cable bill or a subscription bill for Starz, it's definitely worth the price. So I did consider it to be, as press. Yes, we did get an opportunity to watch some episodes, and that was great. But I know, granted, with this whole situation going on now, I'm sure that the Starz team will address this issue. I do think it's a little ridiculous, the guy that, who actually does all this stuff and then shows their face on camera. So, obviously, he'll be in a lot of trouble behind this. But yeah, I mean, the fact that the media site was impacted is unfortunate, because I know we always are looking forward to having these discussions and watching the show and being able to really talk about this stuff. So that's unfortunate, but we'll see what comes of this. I mean, one thing I did think was interesting is that, we've already had a situation where there was a Game of Thrones episode that has leaked so far this season. So, and I find it funny how after that happened, 50 Cent made the comment, well, Power is better than Game of Thrones. And look what happens to Power. So I thought that was interesting, but
Game of Thrones so much now you got hacked like they do.
Yeah, and I haven't seen 50 mention anything related to this on his social media, so I don't really know. I would assume he's angry, since he is a part of the show. Some of the storylines have been spoiled for some people, which is unfortunate. But like I said, I trust the Starz will get to the bottom of the situation. It's unfortunate that it did happen, though, and I do think that there will be some actions taken in the future. Maybe it'll be a situation where they'll have the episodes up for a limited amount of time. I know Netflix does that, where they have episodes of shows that press are able to watch, but they take it off at a certain amount of time, because just to avoid anything that might happen. So perhaps this is an approach that Starz may take in the future, and that'll probably be for the best. But it's unfortunate that when one person does something, it definitely impacts everybody else. So I hope that they are better prepared for this type of situation in the future. But that's just my thoughts.
The biggest thing that kind of aggravated me was the fact that, yes, they got hacked, and it was terrible how it happened. But I think that they're taking this very extreme approach. When HBO and stuff got their information hacked, they didn't shut down their media site. And for Starz to do that, it seems like it creates a world of confusion. It feels like you're placing blame on, one, the press, the people who you granted access to, and that you really yourself don't know what to do. There's not any type of, precautionary matters that they're taking in this whole situation. So it just seems like everything is just a bit of miscommunication and confusion. So that to me is one of the things that I really didn't appreciate. And it's not like it's very hard to find this guy. He linked all of the material onto his personal Facebook account and all of his social media accounts. So it's not that hard to find out who the person is. But the way how they're going about this is kind of ridiculous. It's a little overdramatic.
Yeah, I mean, they probably, like, they know who leaked it already, because obviously they see his face, they got his Facebook and everything. But I think what the investigation part of it is to see, like, how he accessed the account, because obviously someone shared their password with him, and that's because this wasn't a hack. Let's be clear, it wasn't a hack. Somebody who had like a master media account and access to the rest of the episodes gave out passwords to someone, and it somehow got to this guy. And he chose to leak it at that point. So that's how he got access. So I guess the investigation is to see who these passwords were sent to, and how many people are sharing passwords and that sort of thing. Because this guy who leaked the episodes, he lacks the intelligence to be able to hack anything. Let's be clear. So
It's a terrible assumption.
I mean,
Hey,
if you were able to hack stuff,
Gary, looks could be deceiving though.
I'm not going by looks. I'm going by actions. Like if you knew how to hack, you would have had that shit in HD. The shit would have been in HD quality. Like.
No, it's 1,000% true, because when they leaked though, when they made the what was it? The previous fight with John, whatever dude, the UFC. They properly streamed the show and it was in good quality. So that was like, general basis of intelligence of how you do things.
Yeah, and like I forgot which one of you said it, but like one of you said earlier, this guy, yeah, he was just bragging. Basically, he was bragging that he had access to all 3 shows. So it's like, oh, let me go live on Facebook and show all these episodes and let everyone know I got this shit. That was basically his mentality with this. So I wouldn't even compare it to the Game of Thrones thing, because that's obviously like that's completely different. That's an actual hack.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this is just some idiot who wanted to show off, and it ended up costing people, unfortunately. Like the legit people who in media who want to cover this show and do right by it, it's cost us a lot. Like, and we're the ones that are suffering because of his actions, and that's messed up. And I agree that Starz are kind of being a bit extreme with just shutting down the whole site like that and not giving anyone access. But yeah, I mean, how they choose to handle it is up to them, I guess. It's just really unfortunate. But do you guys think that they'll actually bring back the site before the season ends, or do you think they're just going to say fuck it and just lock the site down for the rest of the season?
I see it kind of being locked down, because they're being really petty right now.
What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see a reason for them to bring it back, unless, of course, they maybe reconsider. See, the thing about it is this: there is going to be a break in the season, where they're going to at least have a week off, because the finale is not until around September time, and I believe it's maybe the 2nd or 3rd week of September. So I think that there is a chance it may come back by then. But it all depends on how they decide to handle the situation. I personally don't think it should take them that long to really find the guy and all this other stuff. I haven't seen any updates regarding the whole investigation. But after they do that, I guess then they would have to make press sign some type of sign another form to gain access again. I'm not sure, but they could bring it back. You never know. But again, I think the main thing is, like I said, I don't want to make it sound like it is unfortunate for media as us, but I don't want to say like whine about the situation too heavily, because I feel like the people who have Starz and they're paying a subscription, they're not impacted by this, and I think that's good for them. But obviously, this situation, this should be a learning lesson for everybody involved at Starz, because it's not really the way to handle it, where you shut it down so that everyone else can't get access to it that actually rely on it for the job. But I would think after this, there would definitely be changes to the whole process. But yeah, I don't think I still think it could come back. I don't want to just say it's completely down forever. It depends, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some backlash from media this week for those that, unless of course they just wait for the show to air and then they do their shows. But I'll be curious to see what happens within the next few weeks.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure as well that whenever they do bring back the media site, it's probably going to have like some harsh restrictions on it. So I'm not sure what these restrictions might be, but I'm pretty sure they're going to make sure this doesn't happen again in the future. So it's going to be interesting to see what they implement on that media site moving forward. But yeah, I mean, I ain't got much else to say. Dana, you got anything else you want to say on it?
No, just that it's a very unfortunate situation, and from my point of view, it's very interesting to see both sides of things, because I've easily been, you've been on the other side where you're not exactly media and you're watching something, and you don't understand what the big deal is about something being leaked.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of take advantage of that situation, and to see it from the other side now as part of press, would you see how it does have an impact? So it's very interesting just to see both point of views.
Yeah. Rich, you got anything final you wanted to say? Or anything, even if it's not related to this specifically, like anything regarding Power that you wanted to discuss, since we can't talk about the episode?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that does leave comments whenever we are able to do those shows, because I definitely appreciate the feedback. I appreciate all of the opinions they have, and a lot of them are very smart. They love the show. So I would like to say, hopefully we will be able to cover the show again in the future. I mean, there are some of us that I guess might be able to watch it, but then it's a matter of the scheduling of when we're going to be able to record another show. So hopefully we are able to continue that process. But like I said, regardless of whether or not that happens, I just wanted to take the time to thank everybody that takes the time to leave a comment on the show, because it is, we definitely appreciate any and all opinions that you have on the show, as well as, what you think about how everything is going. So, yeah, I just wanted to basically say that just a thank you to everybody for doing that. And to bear with us, we definitely will do the best that we can to cover the show moving forward.
Indeed, yeah, we appreciate the support from all you guys, and we appreciate everyone who leaves comments on the Powercast, and even people who listen but don't particularly comment. We appreciate all of you guys. So thanks. It's unfortunate we couldn't cover the show as usual. Hopefully we will try to continue coverage in some ways. Maybe for like some of the next few episodes we'll do our thoughts on it afterwards, but I'm not sure that's going to happen this week, because we are our schedules are a bit tight this coming week. But maybe the week after or something like that, we can do like an after show discussion after everyone's seen it and stuff. But we'll see. We'll work something out so that we can keep bringing this content to you guys. But don't forget to check out the Koalition.com as well, because we do cover other stuff. There's other TV shows we cover, Defenders, and a lot of Netflix stuff, video games, everything. So definitely check out the Koalition.com as well. And thanks for listening. Oh, go ahead, Dana.
Now, I just wanted to say really quickly, there was no spoilers, but it was kind of known that there is a major death this season. So I'm going to just keep hoping and praying that it's either Tariq or Angela. So I'm looking more forward to the season.
I only have one comment to make about that. Angela, no chance in hell. But hey, Tariq, maybe you'll get your wish.
It was described as being real over the top and dramatic, and people were crying and hearts were broken. So come on now.
Well, the joke's on you, Dana, because it's gonna be Tasha.
Poor Tasha. She never gets the poor girl. She's always getting screwed at the end, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, that was a joke. I don't know who's gonna die, but yeah, I hope it's not Angela.
I do.
Tariq, he just needs an ass whooping or something.
It can be an
Don't kill him off yet.
accidental death. Boom. A long-awaited ass whooping that just turns into a beatdown.
Yeah, well, you know,
Either way,
he's definitely got an ass whooping incoming. Carry on,
with the way the writers have written the show, there's no way in hell that will be perceived as an accident. That every person, every fan will be like, yeah, that's right, whoop his ass and beat him to death. So we'll see what happens.
You've never been frustrated with a child where you're like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm gonna strangle you, and in my fantasy world, I kill you, and then you come back to life, and then you just lose it on that kid.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm glad you're not my mother, Dana. I just want to say that real quick.
I'm an awesome mother. I would never physically kill the child, only just in my fantasies. That sounds so wrong.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that does sound wrong. That sounds wild. But
I love all people.
Yeah, I mean, Rich, who do you think the major death will be?
Well, I think Jay Rainey was correct when he's predicted the death. I think it's going to be Raina, because obviously people want Tariq to get killed, but if it isn't Tariq and it is the sister that he has been treated horribly, I think that'll be a wake up call for him. But
it's so hard for me to attach myself to her because she's hardly ever there.
Hey, this is true, but they did start to involve her in a lot of stuff with that last episode. The fact that she listened to the parents, and then she talks back to her brother like, "Hey, we should go away." All this other stuff. So I feel like they're going somewhere with that particular storyline.
Yeah, I think her dying would build upon Tariq's character, because I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be the cause of, her dying, if that is the case.
Yeah.
So I think having that death would definitely build his character, and it would make everyone hate him more, of course. And I think that's kind of where they're going with it, with the Tariq character.
And one thing to add on to that point that you just said, not only would it build his character, but that also will put some of the blame on Tasha, because she told her, "I'm looking for you to keep your eyes and ears open on what your brother's doing." So there may be some guilt that character may feel after the fact, because she was the one that told her. She didn't tell her go wherever he goes, but obviously she just told her look out for your brother. So that could be interpreted in multiple ways. But yeah. We'll see what happens, because Tasha too busy now messing around with Terry. She's supposed to be a mother right now, but she's getting busy. So we'll see what happens with that whole dynamic.
But I still hold on to hope that maybe they might do a complete. Remember the movie Scream? Maybe they'll pull a Scream moment where it's the actual main character who sees his demise, which will be Jamie. And the show will have to take a new route of who is going to take charge of this? Who's going to be the main guy now? Who's going to have that full power? It's called power.
For the record, let me say this. If they kill Ghost off the show is over. There's no doubt about that. The show, there will not be any more episodes if they did that.
Yeah, Ghost or Tommy can't die until the last season.
Yeah. Yeah, because the whole show is about a guy who tries to get out the drug game and stars a nightclub. So if you kill that guy off the show, where's the show? That's it. It's over.
You can easily do that, and that will take the show in a whole different direction.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably wouldn't watch.
Yeah, I don't think that Courtney Kemp or anyone, even 50, would say, yeah, we need to take this dude off the show. We need to kill him. There's no way they're going to let that happen, unless, of course, the show is ending. Just because, again, it's the character. The character, is an iconic character. They made him the face of the show. So there's no way. That's like, you take a popular guy like Roman Reigns with WWE. You make him the face, and you decide to kill him off, even though everybody wants him dead. I think that may be a bit of a problem for the company.
Everyone would be happy. Wrong example.
Yeah, I would start watching wrestling again if that happened. But
Yeah. We'll see. But yeah,
like in the case of Ghost, like I don't even think, like personally, I don't even think Ghost is the most interesting character in the show. But I will say that he's the character that keeps everything flowing. Like he keeps all the other characters moving forward. So he's needed. He's like an integral part of the show, even though I don't think he's, the most interesting personally. But yeah, he's definitely needed.
Yeah, and they definitely emphasize that, because even this season where he got locked up, everybody is worried about what is Ghost going to say. What is Ghost going to say? So this shows you how important the character is to the whole show. So if they decide to kill that character off, that's it for the show. Game over. Maybe it'll be the last episode. It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, if Ghost dies, it's going to be the last season. Ghost and Tommy.
They can do it. They can survive.
I don't think they'll take that risk.
It's time. Let him go.
It's about money for them. It's about money and ratings.
They definitely won't take that risk. We know 50 definitely won't take that risk.
Money when you have 50 Cent threatening to pull the show every week.
Yeah, but 50's crazy. We know this. Like,
Now, one thing I will say though is that they absolutely need to kill off a major character at some point. Just to change the dynamic of the show. But Ghost will not. I highly doubt Ghost will be that character. But we'll see what the future holds.
Yeah. Any more thoughts, Dana?
That's true.
That's it?
I mean, we can't say anything.
Wait, so you actually know spoilers? Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
Okay.
I know nothing. Of nothing.
I don't believe you right now. Okay.
That it would be a great dynamic if, I mean, they're saying the show could survive.
Fair play.
We'll see what the people think in the comments about that. But
Richie. Yeah, let me just say one last thing. We will see what the people say in the comments, but I do want to tell Dana one thing. So when you do get a chance to go to a Power event for season 5, and you are able to have a conversation with Courtney Kemp, you should ask her. So, are you guys ever going to kill Ghost off the show, and see what her response is? Yeah, that'll be an interesting response. I would love to hear what she says. But no, that's all I want to say.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, that's it for this week. Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't cover the show. So this is probably going to come out earlier than usual as well, just so you know, because there's no point releasing it after the actual show airs. So you guys, listen to the show, let us know what you think about this whole situation, and then come back and let us know what you think of the show after you've seen it, after you've seen the next episode. So then we can continue to have that discussion, and then we'll record whenever we can next week, and we'll carry on from there. But thanks for listening, people, and thanks for your support. Take care. We'll see you next time.